Alright, YouTube, I told you we'd be back. Gonna try not to do a lot of commentary tonight, but we're gonna try to knock out as many games as possible. I hope y'all are having a great night. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Help get this video out to everybody. And here we go, boys. We got the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns to start the video. Alright, so as you can see here, we got LSU at Ole Miss. That's going to be a big one. Houston at Texas Tech, Kentucky at Texas A&M, Florida State at Alabama, the rematch from last year's upset, Miami at Wake Forest, SMU at Louisville, and we're going to do the recruiting. If you're wondering why I'm not doing commentary, it's because everybody's asleep, and they're like asleep right here next to me, so I'm trying to be very, very quiet. Forgive me. I still want to play some football.
Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the UAB Blazers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with the UAB head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Blazers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with this QB all game long.
The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So UAB's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. There were a lot of people looking at him when he hit the portal. He came here from UL Monroe. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Back to the ground with the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The sure hands, it's Mims. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Blazers are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Blazers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a give to Robinson. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, going RPO on that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. Turning it on. Touchdown, UAB. He got a step and just dusted the field. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Reagan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the break. It's UAB on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Sets up the screen. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Here's a give to Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Ferguson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action. And
he's loose. Made a defender miss. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the Blazers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, UAB! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Snap it to the back. Inside the 30. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together.
Breaks into the open. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Back to throw, it's Winfield. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Simpkins. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Ole Miss eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Birmingham. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Blazers are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The short hands, it's Ferguson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback making checks. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Gill. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Through the air, it's Burton. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now the play fake. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Blazers! And the route is on. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Wants to throw. It's Winfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing it in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down. The Raging Cajuns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the right side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play.
Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Raging Cajuns have it with a first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to run it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And he puts through the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, UAB! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. That's reeled in. It's Jensen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And the Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Slides to the ground after picking up the 1st great play on 2nd and short. The Raging Cajuns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna run it. It's Reagan. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And after that, there is a player still down on the field. And the Raging Cajuns look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Got enough space. And
I missed that tackle. I missed that tackle. That was my fault. My fault. My fault. I own that one. I botched a lot of missed hit sticks.
A different way. Get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch. Confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now on 2nd down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Keeps it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis.
Boom, baby, our first commit, John Holiday. That's the dude we really wanted to, right there. And hey, the Raging Cajuns got tough in the fourth quarter.
to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Navy midshipmen and the UAB Blazers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Blazers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Dances away. Got a first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. The keeper on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now on the option. Pulls it again on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Navy will have to punt it away. So UAB's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Now we take a look at Ryder Burton. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Burton. Zings it complete to the right. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Woodson. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Heaves it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simpkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Burton. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. With the draw, it's Simpkins. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Simpkins. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Blazers line it up with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The give on the inside. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? The safe call on the wide receiver screen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Navy will go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Some misdirection with the counter. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside. It's Simpkins. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense.
There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UAB. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the fullback. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And it's the Flames with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Now over to your game inside Protective Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simpkins. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Burton. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Blazers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead.
Caught, and he's got room. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The midshipmen will get things going here on offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to get outside, it's Bryant. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. The keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Takes a handoff. It's Bryant. He breaks a tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on third and long. To the air, it's Woodson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UAB regains possession. possession, the Blazer offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drop. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try to pop the draw. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Blazers headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Working that wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And the Blazers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Woodson. Safe completion on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The quarter comes to a close and UAB is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Tight end now in motion. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Blazers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that
could be an alley. The 50, the 40, past the 30, at the 20.
I had a spy on the play.
They move on top here in the 4th.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Open on the left side is Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Blazers have this offense rolling. Caught by Smith. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Dropping back, it's Burton. It falls incomplete. He was
No way he drops that. No fucking way he drops that, bro.
We just
Nah, bro. I won this game. DDA, bro. The game made sure I lost. The game made sure I lost. This is bullshit.
Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll give it to Robinson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Blazers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the option, quarterback keep. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Pressure coming, and down he goes. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Got to have it here on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Got a little space. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Robinson again. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Georgia Tech's uniform looks like a mustard bottle. What is this? The Navy. Hey, bro, but that Navy quarterback, that dude was giving me problems. This Georgia Tech's uniform looks like a mustard bottle. That's so ugly. It's ugly. All right, 2-minute break. Gotta make me something. Gotta make me something to drink, and yeah, and I'll be right back, and we'll go to at Georgia Tech, going to Atlanta. If they want to rock the all white at home, then we will rock the all black. I think it's weird in football when teams wear white at home. I know that's I know that's routine in the NBA for the home team to wear white, but man, that shit's so weird in football. It just throws me off.
A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the UAB Blazers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great great college football through the years. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. The Yellow Jackets ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blazers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for a man, it's Burton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Blazers with the 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Blazers are flying down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Blazers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll do it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here.
Touchdown, UAB. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Georgia Tech's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's May. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The option, he'll keep it. Maybe some room here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to move them on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It's complete on the right side. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Run in the red zone, it's Hosley. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Simpkins. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Running to Green. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Mims. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Simpkins. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play.
Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field, on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the option. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The run inside. It's Ingram. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Blazers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Burton. Back's got it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's out past the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Addison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Hosley. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. That 1st punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick step and go. Here's a little room there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Burton. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Got a man. It's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 16, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
And the Blazers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking for room, it's Hosley. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Myers on the move. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21 to 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Rides the back and leaves it. Jukes his way for more. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UAB. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Pulls and fires complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UAB. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Addison. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a...
Maybe a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And finally, we see a nice game. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Alexander. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Unit on the field. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The field goal is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got a man. It's Addison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson one more time. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I apologize during this outro if y'all hear any snoring in the background, but I think that's going to be it. Like always, tell somebody you love them, and we'll be back to play Memphis or something tomorrow. So, yeah, tell somebody you love them. I'm out of here, guys. We beat Georgia Tech, and we had no business beating Georgia Tech. Crazy. 2 pick sixes. National Defensive Player of the Week. I'm out of here.